So Hill Dog. I know a lot of people were talking about Hill Dog. Hillary Clinton. Well, Hillary Clinton recently made a statement where she said, you got to get over yourself. Get over yourself, people, that Joe Biden's the nominee. Remember Hillary Clinton? Remember her? So I know a lot of people were talking about it, but there was a recent article that came out where apparently old Hill Dog, her statement is probably going to backfire on Joe Biden. Why is that? What is going on? What exactly is happening? Well, here's what happened. President Biden has one less thing to worry about in his bid for the second term after no labels announced. It would not field a candidate in this year's election, but Hill Dog, Hillary Clinton of all people, might have caused him a few new problems. Again, why are people making no labels a thing? And we're going to talk about no labels because no labels was never going to do what it said it was going to do. I knew this from the very beginning. As soon as I heard this no labels thing, like all it was talk. All it was a distraction. All it was used as fear to get other people to fall in line with Biden. Just like the Forward Party. Remember Andrew Yang's Forward Party? Went nowhere. Far in the wind. Now, Hill Dog might have caused him a new problem, telling people to get over yourself. So, no label has drawn the ire of many Democrats. Yeah, who cares about that? Who asserted that the group's potential challenge would have a bonus for President Trump. No, it wouldn't have. Now, of course, why are they bringing up no labels? See, this is the thing. I was trying to highlight this earlier. They keep on talking about how Hillary Clinton, and then they bring up no labels. They bring up no labels in this article. Is this about Hillary Clinton or is this about no labels? Here we go. Finally, right here. Now, here's where Hillary Clinton's intervention comes in because people are talking about no labels, no labels. If you're going to write an article about Hillary Clinton being a problem, write about Hillary Clinton. Don't bring up about no labels. Apologies for that, folks. So here's where Hill Dog comes in. Appearing on NBC's Tonight Show. Do people still watch that? On Monday, Clinton was asked by host Jimmy Fallon what she would say to voters who are upset about the fact that it's election between Biden and Trump. Get over yourself, the former New York senator and first lady responded. Those are your two choices. She expanded on her point by arguing that Biden is old and effective and compassionate and has a heart, even though he knew that civilian buildings were being bombed. Even though he knew that people were being targeted during the early stages of the war in Gaza. So again, she expanded on her point by arguing that Biden is old and effective and compassionate and has a heart and really cares about people, while Trump is old and has been charged with 91 felonies. Lady, you're one to talk. Anyone that's around you that calls out your shenanigans ends up disappeared or dead or something happened to them. What's your name? My name is Reek. Most Democrats do see a vast difference between Biden and Trump. No, I don't. I don't see, first of all, not a Democrat, obviously, and I don't see a difference between Biden and Trump. But they are skeptical that disconnected voters, many of whom already feel alienated or patronized, will be receptive to the message that they should get over themselves. Democrat strategist Mark Longberg said that such a remark was evidence of Clinton's propensity to be totally off sync. She always has been. I'm not sure that's the most effective way to win disaffected Democrats, younger voters back to Joe Biden. I'm really not. Young people want to be inspired. They don't want to be lectured to. Now, everyone wants to be inspired. It's not just young people. Boomers, Gen Xers, millennials, Gen Z, all of us want to be inspired. But what do we have? We have sociopathic politicians, people like the Clintons, people like the Obamas or the Bushes, the establishment people who helped build the neoliberal system that we're in. And we're told to just shut up and get over ourselves. No way. The way to win them back is not to wag your finger at them, but talk about Biden's great achievements on climate, whoop-de-doo, about his work to protect a woman's right to choose. God damn it, Roe v. Wade died under Biden. Hey, pink pussy hat people, I thought you guys were going to be out there in the streets. Oh, but you'll do that under Trump. If Trump gets elected, I know it. I freaking know it. They're going to be out there in the streets. Oh, we can't stop Trump. Trump. The Democratic Party in general and Hill Dog, Hillary Clinton, in particular, have a street rep for preaching at and lecturing to voters. This doesn't help at all. It's like the basket of deplorables. It fits a reputation you have, which doesn't help you with voters. Again, running against Trump in 2016, Hillary Clinton told a fundraising event that half Trump supporters could be classified as what I call as a basket of deplorables. The attack backfired, being adopted as an unintended badge of honor by Trump's most fervent supporters. Some Democrats defend Clinton's most recent get over yourself comment. Okay, listen to this guy. Basil Smeckel Jr., a New York based Democrat strategist, suggests phrasing was tough talk for a tough time. This guy argued that such pugnacious language was important to jolt voters out of any sense that November's election was only marginal choice of lesser two evils. Let's be clear about the lesser two evils, right? Lesser two evils. You're still voting for evil. That's how we got here in the first place. But hey, you know what? You know something, folks? It's one thing for me to read an article. It's another thing altogether to see people like Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton being called out. Where activists call out Hillary Clinton. Listen to this, folks. This will brighten your morning.
Hillary Clinton, hi. Has anybody told you are the super predator? Has anybody told you are the super predator? You're responsible for the deaths of millions. Bill Clinton, you're a genocide supporter. Fuck you, you piece of shit.
Clinton, you're responsible for genocide. You're responsible for atrocities. You're literally helping fucking facilitate the genocide of Palestinian people. What the fuck you have to say for yourself? The fuck you have to say, Hillary?
Watch out.
You can see you sitting in a goddamn fucking car on the Broadway show. Over 35,000 people are dead, Hillary. I know you can fucking hear me because some feminist women are dying in Gaza. What are dying? Do you have anything to say?
That's beautiful. That's a work of art. Well done, people of New York City. Well done. Please be safe. I heard you guys got hit by an earthquake. Take care.
You're fucking coward, Hillary. Fuck you.
Hey, hold on. Hob, here, one more time for you, just to put a smile on your face.
Responsible for atrocities. You're literally helping fucking facilitate the genocide of Palestinian people. What the fuck you have to say for yourself? The fuck you have to say, Hillary?
Watch out.
You can see you sitting in a goddamn fucking car on the Broadway show. Over 35,000 people are dead, Hillary. I know you can fucking hear me because some feminist women are dying in Gaza. What are dying? Do you have anything to say? You're fucking coward, Hillary! Fuck you! Fuck you, Hillary!
Motherfucker Hillary Clinton!
Hey, Hillary!
Hillary Clinton! We fucking see you, Hillary! Fuck you!
We can see you hiding in a back-end car, Hillary!
Stop voting fundraisers for genocide, you fucking coward! How many people have died at your hands, you fucking coward?
Hey, Hillary!
Fuck you, Hillary!
Call you every night!
And of course, the thing is, Hillary Clinton will be dismissive of those people. Remember, to all these activists and progressives who were bullied in 2020 to vote for Democrats during that election cycle, do not get bullied again. Uncommitted voters, those who filled in Gaza as well. Listen to me very carefully. Joe Biden has made it abundantly clear where he stands. He says he hears you, but then he forgets you. Okay, that's the truth of it. Now, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. The Democrats, especially Biden, knew the military operations taking place in Gaza were targeting civilian structures, civilian residents, hospitals, homes, all that stuff, community centers, refugee centers, places of worship, not just only mosques, but all places of worship in Gaza. Okay, all of Gaza has been turned into a moonscape. People are dying. People are starving. Aid workers are dying. Journalists are dying in Gaza. I want to be clear about this, especially when the election gets closer and closer. Uncommitted voters. My challenge to you is, what are you going to do? Are you going to buckle under the pressure and vote for Democrats? Or are you actually going to stand up for yourself and actually be consistent? Because the Democrats do not care. And even let's say the war is done. Let's say the war just stops tomorrow. Bassem Youssef, I played this video for some reason, though. It's not getting a lot of traction on YouTube, though. And maybe it's because it's deemed too controversial. But what did Bassem Youssef say in that video? Israel will not face any consequences. Why? Because AIPAC has paid not only Republican politicians to shut up, but Democratic politicians to shut up. And Joe Biden has been very friendly to AIPAC and other pro-Israeli groups in Washington, D.C. The reason why I'm saying this is because in this video right here, now this video did come out, some time ago, March 31st, but it's from an event where Hillary Clinton is confronted by activists.
Thank you very much.
Ronald Clinton.
That's my name. That's right.
War criminal. The people of Libya, the people of Iraq, the people of Syria, the people of Yemen, the people of Palestine, as well as the people of America will never forget. Free Palestine. Free.
Okay.
Now this guy's got one hell of a voice.
Okay.
Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine!
Now, with all of this, I was surprised. And shout out again to Nico House, good friend of the show. I want to read his statement here. Ain't no way that Stephen A. Smith, a sports commentator who just started talking about politics on YouTube like 2 weeks ago, understands U.S. politics better than Hillary Hilldog Clinton. Yet here we are. Folks, things are going to get a little bit crazy. This will not be the most important election cycle of our lifetime. All right? But this will be the most interesting and hopefully the most funny. And yes, we will be covering the DNC convention here in Chicago. So stay tuned and support Hard Lens Media. Especially follow us on all our links in the description box below. But here, let's play this video.
I don't think it was a very wise statement on her part. How did that work out for her in 2016? I think that's something that we have to recognize. Yes, she won the popular vote, but at the end of the day, she wasn't the president of the United States. It was him. You can look at her not campaigning in Wisconsin in the last days, not campaigning in Pennsylvania in the last days. You can look at some of the stuff that they were saying about her that sort of distracted things from where it should have been in terms of Comey and his report from the FBI. You can bring up a whole bunch of things, but at the end of the day, the last thing you need to do is to do anything that could agitate a potential voter in this particular election.
What do you make about the actual argument that she's making? I mean, she's basically saying two old people, yes, but there's substantively different.
No. This is two old men fighting over a cold bowl of potato soup. All right, now, I coined that term in 2020. Hashtag Hardlens Media said it first. Now, I have my criticism of both parties, but I knew this was going to happen. Myself and Daniel, after the 2020 election cycle, said this, that it was going to be Biden versus Trump again. Biden was never going to follow through with his promise of being a one-term president, which he did say. And, of course, Trump, being the egomaniac guy that he is, of course he was going to run again in 2024. Of course he was going to do it. Yes. All signs lead to yes. The magic 8 ball was always going to, you shake it up, and it was always going to say yes, he was going to do it. Yes, no matter what. All signs point to yes. This wasn't open for a debate. And by the way, Gen Z, in case you don't know what a magic 8 ball is, it was an old school toy where you would ask it and it would answer your question. So don't worry about it. But anyways, that's besides the point. That is besides the point. When you have somebody like Hillary Clinton then dictating and lecturing to people that they need to get over it, people should be rightfully angry, righteously angry too.
I mean, Trump
absolutely.
has 91 counts against him.
Well, listen, nobody's brought that up more than me. 4 indictments, 91 counts, impeached.
By the way, Jesus, why is Stephen A. Smith in politics now? It's just because that's where the script is going now. The writers of the show called Planet Earth have no idea what they're doing.
Twice. I'm not voting for him. I've said that to a lot of people. I've said that to you. But at the end of the day, what I'm saying is that at some point in time, you got to take into account what the voters are thinking about. The voters, a lot of them out there, tens of millions of them out there, by the way, don't care what he's going through right now. They don't care about his guilt or innocence, his perceived guilt or innocence. They don't care about the 91 counts. They're thinking about their lives. And a lot of times we see politicians taking the positions that they're taking. And while we can respect their candor and their honesty, they do seem a bit detached at times from what the voters are actually feeling and what the voters are actually thinking. Nobody wants to hear that from Hillary Rodham Clinton at this particular moment in time, because especially if you're Joe Biden, what are you really, really worried about right now? You're worried about folks coming to the polls. You're worried about them showing up to the polls to vote for you. You're not worried even about them voting for Trump. You're worried about them not showing up to vote for you. That doesn't exactly encourage them to get up out of their seats and go to the polls.
No, it doesn't inspire people at all. So what have we learned from this? What can we learn from Hillary Clinton making the statement? Well, it's going to cost the Democrats. Every time she talks, it's going to hurt the Democrats. She does not have that star power that she used to have. Now, of course, there are still sycophants who believe in Hillary Clinton who said, oh, if we only listened to her, or oh, if we only voted for her, no, we'd still be in the same situation as we are before. And my evidence for this is because in 2020, everyone kept saying, we got to support Biden because Trump's going to lead us to World War III. There'll be economic instability. Our infrastructure will fall apart. Planes, trains, and automobiles will fall apart. Our roads will fall apart. Our schools won't be funded. Corruption will run amok. Politicians will continue to get rich and richer and richer and do insider trading. And there'll be a crisis at the border, which, oh, surprise, surprise, all that's happening under Biden. Oh, yeah, and Roe v. Wade died under Biden. And people are still struggling to make ends meet under Biden. And we have a war that's going to escalate further and further. So tell me again, Democrats, who do you have left? Because no one's believing in the Bernie Sanders. And anytime Hillary Clinton opens her mouth, well, then that's a disaster right there. But you know, one thing I got to say is for my audience, I know you deal with a lot. So just to brighten your day and just to bring a smile on your face, because you should be, I'm so glad I found this gem. Enjoy it. Enjoy this gem of Hillary Clinton being called out, because it's like a fine meal, a nice steak dinner.
Hillary Clinton, hi. Has anybody told you are the super predator? Has anybody told you are the super predator? You're responsible for the deaths of millions. Bill Clinton, you're a genocide supporter. Fuck you, you piece of shit.
Clinton, you're responsible for genocide. You're responsible for atrocities. You're literally helping fucking facilitate the genocide of Palestinian people. What the fuck you have to say for yourself? The fuck you have to say, Hillary? Fucking piece of shit, Hillary.
Watch out.
You can see you sitting in a goddamn fucking car on the Broadway show. Over 34,000 people are dead, Hillary. I know you can fucking hear me because the feminist women are dying in Gaza. What are dying? Do you have anything to say? You're a fucking coward, Hillary. Fuck you. Fuck you, Hillary.
Motherfucker Hillary Clinton.
Hey, Hillary.
Hillary Clinton. We fucking see you, Hillary. Fuck you.
We can see you hiding in a fucking car, Hillary.
Stop calling fundraisers for genocide, you fucking coward. How many people have died at your hands, you fucking coward?
Hey, Hillary.
Fuck you, Hillary.
Call you every night.
Now that's art. And I'm so glad to see people actually challenging power. Don't fall for these politicians, you know, because remember, it wasn't too long ago, you know, where Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton were against, you know, any kind of criminal reform, or hey, LGBTQ community. You know, they were against marriage rights, right? You know, people like the Clintons, the Obamas, the Democratic establishment as a whole, all these Democratic politicians, you do realize they put on a mask to lie to you. They tell you what you want to hear, but they never follow through with it. So Hillary Clinton's saying, get over yourself. What they're telling you is to shut up, follow the orders, and vote for Biden, and maybe they'll give you a crumb. Wake up, break away from voting Democrat or Republican. And before anyone types, well, gee, kid, what about Trump? What about Trump? What about him? Should I really care about some guy that's not going to give a damn about me? I mean, at this point in time, I'm not surprised that Trump is running again. And by the way, liberals and Democrats, because everyone wants to say, oh, if we only listen to Hillary Clinton, or we got to support Biden. No matter what you do, Donald Trump's name is forever immortal in international politics, in world history. He's going to live forever. And never forget that it was the Clintons that encouraged good old Donald Trump to run in the first place. And remember what's that most infamous photograph out there of the Clintons at Trump's wedding. They were friends with each other. Friends. They were friends. They were buddies and pals. They were friends with each other. And how do I know this? Because Donald Trump used to be a Democrat. And never forget what he said during the first Republican primary debate in 2016. He said this when it came down to money in politics. And I know I've said this story before, but it's important that you remember. Don't forget it. He said to the moderator, I give these people money and they do what I say. And he was talking about the Republican politicians, right? And the moderator asked, how many of you people on the stage took money from Donald Trump? And some of them raised their hands. But then that makes me wonder, when he was a Democrat, did he give money to Democrat politicians and did they do what he said? Because never forget that Hillary Clinton was a U.S. Senator in the great state of New York as a Democrat. Trump was a Democrat. Put two to two together, one has to wonder if he gave her money and she did what he said. George Carlin was right. It's one big club and you ain't in it.